Yo, what's up? This is IBU from Chicago. Just want to let you know, make sure you pick up our album November 10th. We put a lot of heart and soul into this album. It's 2 years in the making, and we included a lot of different styles, you know. It shows the growth of a group, not only vocally, but songwriting, all the different producers we worked with around the world. So make sure you guys pick it up. You know, when we started doing the second album, you know, it was tough starting it because we decided to go on a little break as a group, and you know, getting back on track was a little rough. But after we got in a groove, we felt that, you know, having to find different producers to work with and getting our focus back on writing songs was tough in the beginning.
We decided to slow down a little bit and focus more on writing on the writing side of music. And we were thinking about it for a while, and we figured, you know, trying to do another album would be kind of hard for us because we know what it was like going through that whole process, writing music, producing, making it right, arranging the vocals, and it kind of gets stressful at times. So we thought maybe it wasn't going to be possible. But eventually we talked about it, and we said, hey, you know what, it wouldn't be fair to the people that listen to our music. I mean, we have to keep going and show them something new.
We kind of need that. You know, we need that to get by. Any artist that knows that does songwriting and producing, something that they love doing, you have to have it, you know. So, you know, from that standpoint, it wasn't hard at all for us to get back.
So we tried to, you know, get our networks together, contact a few producers, and start from there.
And you remember all those emails that we get from like a whole bunch of different producers? We have to like listen to maybe 15 different tracks from every producer.
Oh yeah.
And just trying to find the right music to fit, you know, the CD that we were aiming for. Was a slow start, but I think it's well worth the wait, right?
Oh yeah, because definitely, I mean, the hardest part is listening to those tracks from the very beginning to the end, and make sure that if our sound or our style of songwriting would fit that type of music,
right?
You know, and it's very time consuming. And finally, I mean, we picked the right set of songs and tracks, and we're just really, really happy to be back on the studio again, man. I mean, I miss it, man.
Yep. That's right. The way that we did our harmonies in Redefined, our first album, is totally different from the second album. You know, we didn't follow that standard IBU structure on every song. It's unique. Every song has a different harmony pattern, and some songs don't even have harmonies in the chorus. So, you know, it's something that we wanted to experiment to see how it'll work, and that's one of the different elements you'll find in the CD. Yep, that's the beautiful thing about writing songs and music is sometimes you can't come up with the material and the words to it right away, but then you sit on it, put it on a back burner for a little while, and a year later we actually use it.
That's how music goes, man. That's how songwriting is, you know. But you just gotta let it breathe for a little while and come back to it.
We know that music industry is in a growth period. You know, it's constantly changing, and so is the internet. And you know, we're being exposed to the world in different ways, and that's kind of how we got connected to some of our other producers.
It is a lot easier now to meet so many other producers in the scene, not like before, because of course we have the internet now. It's faster, man. You lay your music out, and people are listening. People are constantly searching to see what artists are there who are capable of writing songs to their tracks, you know, and then we're fortunate enough that nowadays it's so much faster and easier, man, and we met all these producers, man. If it wasn't for them, I mean, this album wouldn't be complete, man, you know. 2005, IBU Redefined. Actually, we also worked, just to let you guys know, we worked really, really hard for that first album. It was our first real album, you know, we're so happy. Sleepless nights, man. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears. It was no joke. It was the real. It was real, the realest of the real.
And Can't Get Over You is you know, is one of our most popular songs, and up to this day, people are still listening to it. So, you know, it's gonna go down if we do a collection. You know, IBU's Greatest. You know, that's gonna be one of the songs that's gonna be part of it.
I mean, with that very first album, I mean, we were just testing the waters.
Right.
We were still redefining, you know, the level of, you know, the music, the
and
sound.
And what is IBU? You know, we were still trying to establish what we were.
Definitely.
And then in this album, it's called Inspired by You because I think we've really found ourselves in this CD.
With the first album, we really didn't know how the people would react to the style of music. And now that we've learned more after a few years, we've learned to actually write better songs, and the art of songwriting has changed for us too. I mean, music's changing constantly, and we feel that you guys really, really need to take a listen to this album because we've also worked really hard for this too, and it's our gift to you guys.
Now, we truly feel that this album represents who we really are as an R&B artist.
You know, as an R&B artist, as a songwriter, you know, as a producer,
Right.
we really touched in the different elements of this CD, even down to the artwork. You know, we pretty much had a good understanding of the music industry after doing this CD, including the first one too. Knowing the business side, what it takes from front to back. We were
Very
involved in
important.
the whole CD, and that's why it's really a prized possession. You know, every inch of the CD we were involved with, and as a growth, you know, as an artist and as a record label, really, that's where we've grown at. We just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, who's listened to our music. You know, that really justifies our reasoning to keep creating, to keep making music. So if you keep liking it, if you love our style, love our music, that's just going to give us the inspiration to keep going.
So for those of you guys who were wondering where the heck we've been, I mean, we're still here. We were just behind the scenes, you know. We were just working, man. We were working to give you something that I guarantee you guys will like. You guys will love because we love these songs that we worked at, and we wanted to share it with you guys, and that's why we are where we are at now.
You know, I just like to thank, you know, my family, my friends, especially Guy, you know, fortunately just giving us this opportunity to be making a second album and just to just be part of this family.
Absolutely.
We've grown together, and above all that, just the love of music. We just want to thank ourselves for.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Family and friends that have been there for us before we were even starting, while we were even in the very beginning stages of IBU, because, you know, they were the ones who were there, who knew us for who we are, and supported us all the way, in good times and in bad times. We also want to thank us for being alive every single day, breathing, that we can read, write, and sing music, man, because that's what we love to do. And thank you, God, you know, and it can only be better, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us a gift that we can share with everybody. You know, and that's what makes us who we are.
So watch out for IBU.
truly inspired by you.
That's right.